Jeffrey follows conventional health advice and eats a plant-based diet. He gets erectile dysfunction and blames it on the animal products he ate 2 years ago, saying that they clogged the blood flow to his dick. Adonis. Adonis eats like his ancestors ate. His ancestors did not have access to carb sources. They mostly ate what they could get from hunting. He understands that we ate meat during our evolution, and he does not let the 10 million choices in the supermarket fool him. He does his own research, experiments, and sees what works for him. He is not emotional about his diet and switches it immediately if he finds something better.
Look, I love Hamza. I think he's doing a great thing for young men out there. But his advice when it comes to diet, especially in the video we're gonna look at, is incorrect. But I must give him credit. Many of the ideas in the video are very good. But when it comes to what he calls nutritious, there's a problem. First of all, one of the main themes in the diet he recommends is muscle building. His diet is tailor-made for building muscle. Diet and exercise are separate entities. If you want your diet to support your exercise routine, you can always modify it to do so. But when you talk about the quality of a diet, you shouldn't be thinking about the exercise. You should only be thinking about the types of food that you're gonna eat and their quality.
Next, we want complex carbs around our workouts. This will increase glycogen, and that pretty much makes you stronger and just perform better in the gym.
For most people, carbs are completely unnecessary. Think about it. If you throw a person in a forest and tell them to survive, assuming they have the necessary skills of course, the majority of their calories will come from protein and fat. But more importantly, from hunting. During our evolution, we didn't have grains, we didn't have legumes, we didn't have the types of fruit that we have today. We're built to get our energy from fat, not carbs.
The second part of the perfect diet comes from minimizing fat gain, and this comes from fasting. There is no better way to structure your diet than fasting.
Now I do agree with intermittent fasting. There are a bunch of studies talking about its benefits. However, it's not for everyone. Especially if you're skinny, because a skinny person shouldn't starve themselves.
Intermittent fasting. We're going to do intermittent fasting where we wake up and we just don't eat for a couple of hours, so we have like just an 8-hour window for our calories. But we're also going to have scoops of whey protein, any kind of protein powder throughout our fasting window so that our protein synthesis gets elevated.
As you can see, Hamza is really into the white powdery stuff. The problem with protein powder is it is a heated and processed food. Its nutrients are not intact and its amino acid profile is also not intact. Of course, all amino acids are there, it's just the quality that's bad. What you want is something nutritious, something unprocessed. Now I recommend what Rocky does. A much better alternative would be to drink raw eggs. Not only are they extremely nutritious, they're also a very good source of protein if you want to do what Hamza recommends here.
Health is actually about your gut microbiome. It's like the second brain of our body.
Now it's wonderful to see him talk about bacteria, but using gut microbiome health as a definition for health is a bit incorrect. Your gut microbiome health will not predict how much mercury you've got in your brain. And why are we only talking about the gut? You've got more bacteria than cells, and they're almost everywhere. So we can say that one marker of good health is bacterial diversity and bacterial count.
Foods that optimize and keep our gut healthy, we can say are healthy foods. In general, it's kind of like the unsexy answer is that it's a lot of vegetables and fruits.
You do not improve your gut microbiome by eating fruits and vegetables. You improve it by eating fermented foods. What I will say is that people who eat fruits and vegetables generally make good health choices, and therefore they might have a gut microbiome that is better than people who don't eat these foods. But as far as improving your gut microbiome, this is not the way to do it. My recommendation is of course raw milk, but don't tell the government.
If you eat the base ingredient, you will stay healthy. The base ingredient is what you're looking for.
Very good point, Hamza. The good thing about whole foods is that they're not processed and they have no additives. The less processed a food is, the better. And naturally, processing is bad because it degrades nutrients. Always buy organic, but be wary of pesticides.
And honestly, I've even changed the way that I track food, and I suggest you to do this. Don't even track macros.
Another wonderful thing that he recommends is that you shouldn't worry about your macronutrient split. It is absolutely not conducive to health. The only thing to think about is food quality and food type. It's as simple as that. What I really want to talk about is this.
You're looking at this list of ingredients and feeling a little bit, confused.
The foods he lists as healthy are all plant-based, while nutrition actually resides in animal foods. I don't blame Hamza for this, because society has been pushing the plant-based agenda for a long time. At least you know the truth now.
All in all, this is great general nutrition advice. It will point people in the right direction. However, the devil is in the details, and so take the details with a grain of salt. If you want to help me make the world a bit more healthy, subscribe, share this video, like the video, watch my other videos if you found this one helpful, but most importantly, thank you for watching. Over and out for now.